Hi there, Laura here. Today I'm doing my hashtag Panthatpalettepartner. Don't think about the name of that every time I say it. And last time I did it last week for the first time, and I used my Rimmel Jules Rock palette, and I did an extremely long video and had a lot of trouble editing it shorter, but it was still a really long video. So I'm going to play around with the format and see how I can do this on a regular basis without getting really long videos. So I am using my Beauty 101 Profusion palette, which looks like this. So this is my Panthat palette, and when I did my Shop My Stash at the beginning of the month, I chose the LA Girl Neons palette to use with my Panthat palette, but this was before I decided to do this project. So I had got it because I wanted to use the blues in this palette, which I have done, but once I decided I wanted to do this project that I saw on Journey and Beauty's Kyra's channel, and I will link hers and Angela's channel down below because they're both doing this project. They came up with it, and once I decided that, I thought, okay, well, I should do 4 looks with this palette as well. So I'm wearing it today. So the idea is that you use your Panthat palette, but you choose another palette from your stash to support it, so that you're not just using your Panthat palette and all the rest of the palettes aren't getting used, so you actually get to use some, which is exactly what I'm always afraid of when I try a Panthat palette. It's like, hey, I don't want all my other palettes to sit there doing nothing. I want to use them all. So for this look today, I went for green and pink because I was wearing a pink top and I've got green trousers on, which you can't see. And so today I started off with the sort of the mauvey purpley pinks out of this palette, and then I went into this pink here, which is a much warmer pink and matches my top a lot better. I don't know whether you can see that, but it does. It matches my top a lot better than what the mauvey pinks do. But so I've got the mauvey pinks in the crease, and then the lighter pink blending up the top here, and just warming it up there. And then I used all the greens, every single green colour that's in this palette, which there are 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So I used all these colours here on my lid, and I used this yellowy green here. So I use this green here in the middle, and then I used my Australis Metal AF liquid eyeshadow in Emerald, which looks like this. So I use that right in the middle of my eye here, and then I used a bit of purple eyeliner down the bottom, and I used the purple out of this palette, and then I used a little bit of the purple, this one here, out of this palette just on the outer corner to darken that up a little bit. And that was my look that I did. So my number 1 look with my LA Girl palette and my Beauty 101 palette from Profusion. And on my lips today, I got a sample from Nude by Nature. It actually came in the mail. So it had all these different colours in it, and I am wearing this one here, which is called Deep Plum No. 7. And I have actually worn it. I've put it on my lips 3 times now, and there's still heaps of product in this tiny little blister pack, amazingly enough. And I actually really like this colour on me. I think it'll be a really nice autumn colour. And I had a look in my stash, and I don't have a plum lipstick. So that was exciting to me. That's how crazy I am with makeup. I have found a colour I do not have in my lipsticks, so now I can go and buy a colour that I don't have. So that's really exciting to me. So I will be, if I can't find this one, I will find something that looks very similar to this. So I will see you in a minute, but the next day for me, with my look tip. So today I'm going to do a green look because I don't know whether you can see, I'm wearing a green shirt and green earrings. So I'm going to start off with this one. I'm going to go in with my transition, and I'm going to go for a warm transition, so I'm going to use this colour up here. See if I can get my mirror in the right place. Not sure if I've got my lighting, my white balance right, because when it was on normal white balance I just looked really washed out and pale, and now I feel like I'm too yellow. I'm not sure. Okay, is it better? I decided I was a bit too yellow. Maybe I look better now. I'm just trying to get myself to look normal. So I'm going to go in with my transition first, and I'm just going to use a fluffy brush. It's just a Wet n Wild one. Got a kit of Wet n Wild brushes. And some of them I really like, and some of them I think are useless. I'm going to try not to talk too much because I want to do 4 looks with this palette, and I don't want it to be as long as the last one I did. So now I'm going to go into a darker brown. I think I'm going to go into this brown here. So it's a slightly cooler dark brown than the transition that I put in. So what I'm finding is my Panthatpalettepartner palette has got lots of browns in it, but they've all got different undertones. Some of them are warm and some of them are cool, and so depending on what colour or what look I'm going to go for depends on which brown I decide to use. So I'm quite enjoying that, because when I first looked at it I thought, how am I going to use all those browns? So I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go into the matte cream out of that same palette. So I've got my basic crease set up, and now I'm going to go in with some green. Yeah, I'm going to swatch the green on my hands. I want to go into this kind of colour here. So I'm wanting to use this green. It's kind of yellow cerise green out of my palette. And I think to start with, I'm going to use this green colour here, which is kind of a bright, grassy kind of green. Well, it's not that bright, but it's a yellowy green as well, but it's a bit darker than the one I'm going to use from my other palette. So I just used a fluffy brush for that, and now I'm going to go in with a flat brush. Just make sure I haven't got any weird colour on that, so I'm just wiping it off on my sponge. And I'm going to go into my LA Girl Neons palette, into this bright yellow green. So this is a matte green. Just realised I forgot to do my eye primer today. Oh, we'll see how things go without. The colours don't go as bright without the eye primer, I find. And this one, it's brushing off. As I put it on, it's brushing off again, if you can see that. So I'm going to put some eye primer on over the top and see what happens. I don't think I've ever used that one without an eye primer before, so I didn't realise that it was going to do something like that. So just let that sit for a sec. I'm going to go back in and do the edges with that slightly darker green. And go back in with my flat brush. And that's going on a lot better. Amazing what eye primer will, the difference it'll make. So now I'm going to do the rest of my foundation and things because I haven't got any on at the moment, and then I'll come back and do the bottom lashes. So that's what I've got so far. So I've got my foundation and bronzer and whatever on. So I'm going to finish off the bottom of my eyelashes, and I'm going to put LA Colours Jumbo Pencil in some colour, some green colour. Summertime it's called. It's appropriate because where I am it's summertime. And I'm going to put that along the lower lash line. It's not quite the right colour green, but it's as close as I've got. It's got a little bit of a yellowy sheen to it when you turn your head, so that's fine. Because I'm going to go over it with the powder anyway. So I'm going to go back into this one here. So although I've mostly used my Panthatpalettepartner palette, just by using even just this one colour out of this palette, it's just made something different. Because the whole point of me using other palettes, why I'm doing Panthatpalettepartner palette, is so that I don't get bored with my Panthatpalettepartner palette. So I think that is working. I'm going into that darker green one that I used before. It's not really dark for the rest of the palette, but compared to that other green it is. Just do the outer edge there. And I might just touch up a bit of that on the sides. And I think I might mix these two together and put a little bit on the outer corner. I think I want a smaller brush for that. So I'm going to mix those two and see what we get. Yeah, I just want to darken up that corner just a little bit. Still trying to keep that same kind of tone of green, just deepen it up a little bit. And I'm thinking I might do some black eyeliner today. And there's my final eye look for today. So this is my third look for my Eyeliner Neons palette in that Panthatpalettepartner. It wasn't really a Panthatpalettepartner today because I just used this palette today. But it's been pretty slow using this one, so I wanted to use a few more colours, and I've used the blues and the greens and a bit of the white. I hadn't used the white before. So I've used this blue first of all, and I put that all over my lid and worked it up. And then I put some of this blue, this blue on to deepen it up. And I used some of this green to blend in the top here. And then I cut the middle bit for the halo eye, and I used that green again, and that green, packed it on. Then I used a little bit of my glitter and just did a little line in between that green and the blue in the crease. And then I just did some of the green and the blue underneath as well. And lots of mascara and a little bit of the white, this white colour here, on the brow bone and on the inner corner. And that's what it turned out like. So we're going to do look number 4 today with the Eyeliner Neons. And today I'm going to use these two colours here. I'm going to start out with a little fluffy brush by Real Techniques and go into the pale pink, the warm pale pink. And I'm just going to put that in the crease. I've done my eyebrows and I have put my eye primer on. I'm not setting the eye primer. I really like this colour pink. It's a nice warm pink, so it suits my warm skin tone. So I'm just going to get the cream out of my Profusion palette that I'm using for my Panthat palette and blending out that pink to that orange colour now. I'm going to go into the gold out of my Profusion palette. And I just put a little bit of the cream shimmer in from my Profusion palette, and I'm going to do the rest of my face and finish the bottom lash line. So I'm going to do my lower lash line, and I'm just going to use the same colours that I used up here with the pink and the orange. Then I just used my Designer Brands Gold Kajal eyeliner in my bottom waterline. And there is my 4th look using my Panthatpalettepartner. And the LA Girl Neons palette has got some gorgeous colours in it that supported my Panthatpalettepartner quite well. But I will say the mattes in here aren't as pigmented as I would like. I put it on and I feel like I have to build it up a lot and it brushes off really easily. So not the hugest best quality. The shimmers seem really good. I enjoy using the shimmers in here, but the mattes aren't as good. But it's got some unusual colours in here that I don't have anywhere else. So there is my Panthatpalettepartner, and if I didn't mention it before, then I got this idea from Kyra and Angela. That's Angela in Beauty and Kyra in My Journey in Beauty, and I will link their channels below. And I think it's a really good idea to get the most out of your Panthat palette and still be able to use all the other palettes in your collection, and I've been really enjoying it. So I've just done 2 palettes this month, and I'm just going to do 2 palettes for the future as well, because they've been doing 4 palettes with 4 looks, and there was too many for me. 2 palettes with 4 looks each is enough for me, so that's what I'm doing. And I believe they're still going to do 4 palettes, but they're not going to do as many looks. And I am doing separate videos, so for each palette I will do a separate video. So if you want to see my other Panthatpalettepartner that I did this February, then I will link that down in the cards as well. And thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye!